Hello friends, in this video I am going to explain about the function aliases or SQL functions in Pega. As usually, before explaining this topic, I have a one requirement. Currently in my application, I am showing car loan cases list. I'm showing car loan cases list, loan number, amount in a tabular format. In a tabular format. So for this, I have created a one report definition to show this report. So internally, what is the SQL query? Very simple SQL query. Select loan amount, comma loan number from so and so table, etc. Okay. Now in the next sprint, my client is asking, Suresh, I need a small enhancement to the existing report. Currently, we are showing a loan number and a loan amount, and I need a loan type also. I need a loan type also. But my bad, the loan type is not saving into the database table. There is no loan type column in the database table. There is no loan type data into the database table. And there is no loan type property in my Pega. So, but my client is asking, I need a loan type. Then small concern here. Currently, we are not saving the loan type details in my database table. We are not persisting this data. So how can we show this loan type data, loan type? Okay. Now my Scrum Master has responded. Okay, now here the requirement is if the loan amount is less than 10,000, then the loan type should be silver or else the loan type should be gold. So in this way, you just show the loan type column on your table. On your table. So now the requirement you understand, right? If the loan amount is less than 10,000, the loan type should be silver or else loan type should be gold. This is my requirement. Now people are thinking, the developers are thinking, okay, going forward, if any new loan is created, we will update the loan type also. But that is okay. But what about the existing loan types? What about the existing loan cases? You want to create a one more loan type, you want to create a loan type column, and you want to update the loan type column in the database table for the existing cases by using the loan amount, by creating some utility. Okay, anyhow, new cases the data will be saved. For existing cases, you can create a one time utility to update the loan type. Okay, that is your wish. That is your wish. I don't have any concern how your LSA is going to be designed, etc. But my requirement in this case is I'm not going to create any new property. I'm not going to create any new column in the database table. As per my client requirement, I just want to show this loan type column in my table. How can we achieve this one? So immediately, because I don't have any solution, because my initial SQL query is select loan amount and loan number from so and so table. Right now the updated SQL query is select loan amount comma loan number, but there is no loan type column. I have to calculate the loan type on fly. How can we achieve this one? Is there any way, on the SQL side which can accept the if else conditions, like if loan amount is less than 10,000, then it should be silver, else it should be gold from so and so table. Is there any such an SQL query can be implemented so that the SQL query can be executed on the database side? This is one way. Another way is, once you fetch the data, you have to process the data. You have to process the data on Pega side. This is on the database side, and the above logic is on the Pega side. Which one is best one? Which one is best one? You have to decide which one is best one. I can achieve in both the ways. I can fetch the data and I can process the data on fly. I can process the data on the Pega side, but I don't want to do that. Instead of that, directly I can calculate the loan type based on the loan amount by using SQL query. By using an SQL query, you can also do the same thing on the Pega side also. You can calculate the loan type based on the loan amount and showing on the UI. That is one way. Another way is, instead of processing the data on the Pega side, I want to calculate the loan type directly on the database side by using this SQL query, by using this type of SQL query. Sir, my next question is, how can we write such an SQL queries in Pega? How can we write such a SQL queries in Pega? Is there any way? I think definitely it is not possible by using the OBJ browse. Definitely it is not possible by using the report definitions. In the report definition, I cannot mention like this, right? Then how can we possible? Okay, yeah, there is a one more way. I can use RDB list. I can use a RDB list directly. Then I can create a query directly by using the RDB list. Yes, that is one option. But my concern is, where is the reusability? Where is the reusability? So tomorrow, if you want to write a same SQL query multiple times, you need to create a multiple RDB list. But if tomorrow client is asking to make some change in your SQL query from silver to bronze, then again you have to go and change it, right? So then where is the optimization and where is the reusability? Okay, I won't suggest to use the SQL queries like RDB list. Okay, that is, keep it aside temporarily. Is there any way? Is there any way? Only thing is, loan amount and loan number is fine. Loan amount and loan number, but only thing I have to calculate the loan type based on the loan amount. Loan type based on the loan amount. I want to calculate this one. I don't want to directly mention it in the SQL query. It is not possible in the report definitions. It is not possible in the OBJ browse. So, you know, because in the front end and back end communication technologies, like for example, you can take any Java or .NET, PHP, Python, Ruby, etc. Each and every application is communicating with the databases. So you can send a request to the database and fetch the data and process the data on the your programming language side, either using the Java or .NET, etc. There is a one more approach also. If you want to process the logic on the database side itself, if you want to process the logic on the database side itself also, there is a way, which is nothing but a PLSQL concept, which is nothing but a PLSQL. People call it as a PLSQL developer, procedural language and structured query language. So that instead of processing the database data on the front end side, you can directly process it. You can directly process it on the database side itself by using this PLSQL object, using functions, procedures, triggers, etc. But here I'm not talking about that concept. Here I'm not talking about that concept. Now, coming to our scenario, how can we achieve this one? I want to implement like this. I want to implement like this. This is nothing but a more or less like a simple logic here. More or less like a simple logic. If loan amount is less than 10,000, silver, else gold. This is simple if else logic. Basically, what is meant by the function? Function is nothing but a piece of code which is for the reusability purpose. Which is for the reusability purpose, and we already shown such a functions in Pega. All the functions are nothing but we need to write some Java code so that we can reuse it whenever and wherever in our Pega applications logic. But similarly, if the same logic is if the same logic if I want to reuse it on the SQL queries, if the same logic I want to reuse it in my SQL queries, for example, I have a one more SQL query. I have a one more SQL query. Select A, comma B, comma if loan amount. If I want to reuse the same logic in another SQL query, what shall I do? You need to create a same SQL query again and again. Huh? Tomorrow, if the client is asking make some changes from bronze to silver or silver to gold or gold to platinum, you have to modify in multiple places. Then where is the reusability? Here, now the concept came into the picture. Call it as a function aliases. Function aliases. I can achieve the same thing by using the function aliases. Okay, I can do that directly. Select a loan amount and loan number from so and so table. After fetching the data from a database, I can process the data while showing on a UI in a table format. In a table format, I can process the data while showing on a UI in a table format based on this loan amount. I can show it on UI as a loan type based on the loan amount. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to make it some complex logic. Tomorrow, if you want to display the same table in a multiple places also, again you need to write some processing logic also there. Okay, very simple way I can achieve this by using the function aliases. Remember this, there is a difference between the functions and function aliases. Functions are nothing, functions are executing on the Java side, on the Pega side. Function aliases are executing on the database side. Function aliases are generating the SQL code. Functions are generating the Java code. Function codes are compiled. Java code compiled. Function aliases are compiled SQL queries. Compiled SQL queries. There are differences between the functions and function aliases. So now I am going to create a one new function aliases. I am going to create a new function aliases. So here, for example, this is my loan cases, loan number and loan amount. Just in my car loan class, actions, run. Okay, this is my loan number and loan amount, etc, etc. Okay, now I want to show this on UI. So open your car loan. Okay, save and run. Now here I just want to show it my loan cases here. uh, just adding a table. What is the source of the table? Loan cases, submit, assuming this is my existing report, loan number, now new column, right, loan amount. Okay, now here I am showing Now we add a loan number property. This is the property loan number, and here loan amount. Click on submit and save. Now just to refresh this case once again, actions, because I just added a table, right? That's why I'm just refreshing. Click on go. Now the loan amount and loan number is getting displayed in a tabular format. So since here, okay, like this. Now my client requirement is I want to add a loan type. So in this, how can I add the loan type? Because there is no property and there is no value, right? The value should be calculated on fly. What I can do is I can do one thing on the front end side. This is one solution. Here I just mentioned the loan type. Here I can create a custom control to calculate the loan type. I can create a custom control to calculate the loan type based on this loan amount. Okay, this is one option. This is one option. Okay, but our intention is I want to talk about the function aliases, right? So how I can achieve by using the function aliases. Okay, that means I want to calculate this loan type on the database side itself, not on the Pega side. Let's see how can we achieve this one. Go to the records, function aliases, uh, click on create, or if you want you can reuse the existing one. Okay, what I'm going to do is I can use some reusing the existing one if I do some mistakes, right? Okay, just save as, check, or calculate loan type, calculate loan type. Okay, no branch SBI application, this is applied to this class. Click on create and open. Now see this one, this is more or less like a function, but there is also a input parameters and signature. Here also input parameters. My input parameter is just a loan amount. Loan amount. Okay, description, check loan amount description. Input type is a text only because input type is a text. Now return type is also text because I am returning, my condition is if the loan amount is, uh, less than 10,000, the return value is silver. If it is greater than 10,000, the return value is gold. Now template, pattern template, when the $1 is nothing but this parameter is nothing but a $1. If there is another parameter, that would be $2. When $1 is, when $1 is less than 10,000, return silver, else return gold. So I want to apply same thing. When $1 is less than, what is the use of this means I will explain later. Now write your original logic. Here also is return gold if loan amount is greater than 10,000, greater than 10,000, else silver, because this is the function's description. This is the function description. Now come back. So where is your original implementation logic? This one. Case when is this is the SQL side. This is the SQL side case statement, not like a Java side case. This is the SQL side case. So case when $1 is nothing but a first parameter, less than 10,000, right? I want to calculate. I want to compare with text because the loan amount is a text. Loan amount is a text because I taken as a text only. Okay, then silver. I am returning a silver. Else I am returning a gold. Simple. Just click on save. Check in. Okay. Now come back to your report definition. Now come back to your report definition. Now add a column. Just click on this function so that I can directly reuse that function. Okay, what is this? Calculate, right? Calculate. Press down arrow. Is there any such a function? What is the function here? Calculate loan type. Calculate. There is no such a function. Why it is not showing? Calculate. Okay, if it is not working, do one thing. Just log off. Now go to your records. CSAT. Okay, and now just open your loan cases, which is already in your private checkout, right? Uh, Loan cases. Now add a column. Calculate loan type. See when loan amount, right? When loan amount is less than 10,000, return silver, else return gold. Submit. Save. Just run this report once. Here, if you want, you just mention the column name as a loan type. Loan type. Because I did not created any new property. I did not created any new database column. I am calculating this on fly, and I did not. I am directly reusing this on the front end side. Just actions and run. See this one, because loan amount is less than 10,000, right? Because, okay, if empty value, okay, if the loan amount is less than 10,000, for each and everything it is taking as a gold. Why? Now go to here. Once a technical function aliases, calculate loan type, why it is uh, I mean return type is text, and when $1 less than 10,000, then silver, else gold. Okay, so why less than 10,000 means it should be silver, right? And then in this case, what happened? If the loan amount is empty, it is showing as gold. So directly I can reuse like this. I I can reuse the function. I can create a function by using the function aliases. Just in my section, go back to your section. Car loan details are okay. Let me open the case type, car loan. So save and run. So there was some error, some mistake was happened during that calculation. Why it is even less than 10,000 also it is getting as a gold, because the loan amount I have given as a text. The loan amount I have given it as text, but try to understand the concept. Now this here loan type, right? Now what I am going to do here, directly I am using that function. I am calling that function on my UI as well. So here loan type, right? Just down arrow. See this one. Okay, not this one. Okay, loan type. Loan cases. Already loan cases. Save. Check in. Now come back to your loan detail submission. Just refresh this report definition once again. Loan cases. Submit. Now here. Now remove this column or else delete a column. Insert a column, right? So there should be a function basically here. Loan amount, right? Loan amount. Report definition, loan cases. Submit. Here I'm just adding a loan type. Submit. here you should get that function value also. Here I somehow I'm not getting that some values, but you should get at the rate. If you want to see that function signature, this one. Now you can directly use this, submit, and let's see, save. Okay, now actions, refresh, click on go. So when you press a down arrow, that particular property, that function signature also will be pre-populated. So now you can calculate the logic on fly using this function aliases. If you want also, you can open the clipboard once, and you can see the standard thread py report content page. See the SQL query logic. See, loan number, loan amount. There is a result count. Okay, but I just want to show you that generated SQL query as well. Where is this loan cases? The generated SQL query as well. I want to just show it to you. Okay, open the clipboard. Standard thread py report content page, code pega list, loan amount. See this one, column name. If you want, you can use this one. Loan detail submission. You are getting some error messages, right? So you can use this. Calculate loan. Save. Save and run. See this one here, loan type is also getting calculated, but it is calculating not correctly, because the loan type should be silver if the loan amount is less than 10,000. Okay, I will look into that. But the way of approach, the way of designing the function aliases, understanding of the function aliases is this one, because the purpose of the function aliases, because The main intention of this function aliases is normally the business users also can design the reports in the production environments on fly. The business users also can design the reports in production environments also on fly. So in such a situations, if the business users also want to use these functions, if the business users is also want to use these functions, these function signature should be more user friendly. Function signature should be more user friendly. That's why, see, when loan amount is less than 10,000, etc. So these function aliases will be more useful. Not only here, here also. See, you can also use the function aliases. All these are nothing but a function aliases. If you want to see the generated SQL query in the backend also, you can see that. Okay. Now, for example, when you launch the portal, user portal, the purpose of the function aliases, I'm just telling you, because while designing the reports on fly in the reports viewer, go to the reports. Okay, new report. Okay, list report, SBI application case layer, or car loan. Where is that car loan? Okay, car loan, submit. Okay, now see this one car loan, right? Now here I just want to add a column, loan amount and loan number. Okay, there is no loan number in this class, and we have to go to the its parent classes, more. You can design the reports at the same time also, because okay, now calculations, which are nothing but a functions, calculate loan type. Okay, so now you understand, right? The business users also can easily understand the function signatures. Okay, so in both the ways, these function aliases can be useful. Now, loan amount, submit. Now on fly that where is this? Gold, calculate loan amount will be calculated, done editing. I hope you understand the purpose of these function aliases, even not only to calculate the logic in the database side, it will be useful for the business users also to include them while designing the reports. Okay, so if you want, you can go through this existing function aliases for clear understanding. There are a lot of OOTB function aliases, lot of OOTB function aliases. See, main intention, remember this point, main intention is as much as logic. If you want to, you can implement it on the database side itself, because you know the power of PLSQL developers, because most of the database logic they will be implemented on the backend side, so it will reduces the processing logic and verification logic and checking logic. All these things on the front end side will be reduced. Okay, so similarly here also you can write an SQL query and you can apply these case statement calculations, and you can use the functions and comparisons. Everything you can do it on the database side. uh, because I don't know the reason this the SQL query is uh, uh, okay, let me trace it. Actions, tracer, tracer, tracer settings. Okay, DB query. Okay, fine. Clear. Now let me run this report definition. Open the tracer. Pause. Let's see the SQL query, generated SQL query. Generated SQL query, I just want to show it to you. Okay, rule obj definition of a loan case. This is one thing. What is our report definition SQL query? Because I just want to show it to you that as well so that you can understand. See, select data. Okay, here SQL. Select the PCO loan amount. See this one, the generated case when PCO.loan amount less than 10, then silver yes. Okay, as a PY text value. So ultimately, Pega will generate an SQL query by using this functional aliases because functional aliases is nothing but a SQL query, generates an SQL query. Okay, so I hope at least you understand what is the use of functional aliases.